Spoiler warning for all chapters and subchapters of Delicate Condition by Danielle Valentine.
Let's look at the main characters you should know. Anna Alcott and Dex Harding, main characters of the story, married. Cora, receptionist at the Riverside Clinic. Dr. Carla Hill, the IVF doctor called a miracle worker. Emily Chapman, Anna's British publicist. Siobhan Walsh, Anna's bestie of 2 years, and has a birthmark in the shape of a small hand under her chin. Kamal, Anna's bodyguard. Talia and Keegan Donovan, a rich as hell couple, and Keegan works with Dex.
Chapter 1. Chapter 1 introduces us to Anna Alcott and her husband Dexter Harding, whom she affectionately calls Dex. Dex is a kind man in his 40s, works hard, and loves his wife. Anna is a former teen child star actress and has a new project going mainstream called The Auteur. The story begins with Anna taking a shower and getting a call from her husband. She has missed their appointment at the fertility clinic. However, Anna knows what time she was supposed to be there and doesn't question Dex about this mistake. Anna is the one getting the shots, the treatments, and this is their final treatment, so she's never made a mistake on their appointment times before. As Anna is leaving her apartment in Brooklyn Heights, New York, she races to the clinic and is watched by a woman she barely notices. And the woman is wearing a blue baseball cap with big sunglasses. Chapter 2. Chapter 2 delves into the recollection of Anna's first encounter with her husband Dex at a suicide prevention walk. Their bond was strong from the start, as they swiftly tied the knot just 8 months after meeting each other. Returning back to the present, Anna reaches the clinic to meet Dex. He greets her somewhat frustrated because he had to fix the appointment mishap at the Riverside Clinic. And the interaction between Dex and Anna provides a very cute and delightful glimpse into their endearing relationship. As Anna is prepared for surgery, both she and Dex hope fervently for a successful outcome. Chapter 3. Anna regains consciousness after surgery, with the date being October 5th. Their fertility doctor, Dr. Hill, delivers good news, confirming the retrieval of 9 eggs from Anna's body. While waiting in recovery, we are offered a glimpse into Anna's life as an actress. And at 36 years old, she proudly resists the pressures of conforming to societal beauty standards, refraining from Botox, hair color, or any kind of anti-aging remedies to maintain a youthful appearance. And despite her choice, Anna faces relentless criticism, and her refusal to succumb to societal norms makes her feel aged in her still youthful skin. And on her way out of the clinic, Anna's privacy is invaded by an elderly woman named Miss Preacher, who takes a photograph of Anna without her consent. Chapter 4. Anna feels completely violated that Miss Preacher took her picture in front of the IVF clinic. And before Anna can ask the woman to delete the picture, she sees the same woman wearing a blue baseball cap with the big sunglasses that she just saw in front of her home. But Anna writes the woman off by thinking that Anna's not important anymore. New York is such a huge city and it simply can't be the same woman. Later, Miss Preacher posts the photo that she took of Anna online, where it receives a ton of hate because people recognize that Anna is at a fertility clinic. Back at home, Anna is in pain from the treatment, and she tries to distract herself by cleaning out the spare room, which will hopefully be used as a nursery. Anna comes across her Teen Choice Award from 2008, and we get more of an understanding of how popular Anna was in her teens, and how things just simply didn't work out for her in Hollywood. She received small bit parts and supporting roles, and we also come to understand that Anna originally planned to take a step back after her current movie wrapped the press tour, and she wanted to take a step back and focus on building her family, but that is not what happened. 2 months earlier, at the Toronto Film Festival, the movie won the People's Choice Award, and this opened the magical door to Hollywood for Anna, who recently received a script from Sofia Coppola. Now, success is happening to her at the moment when she wants to take a step back and build a family. And Emily Chapman's character is introduced more thoroughly in this chapter as Anna's publicist. She knows about Anna's IVF journey and has the password to Anna's online calendar. And Emily is also described by Anna as ambition hungry. Surprisingly, we learn Dex was married before Anna, and he doesn't like to talk about his first marriage. His ex-wife is a French-Lebanese professor living in London, and her name is Adeline Junda, whom he calls Addie. Now, Anna only knows that they married too quickly and split when each wanted different things. And Dex really never talks about Addie. They're a couple now that doesn't keep secrets. However, Dex keeps his mouth tightly shut about Addie. And suddenly Dex realizes that Anna left an expensive bag of prescription medicine on the countertop when it needed to be refrigerated. And Anna specifically remembered putting the medicines into the refrigerator the previous night. However, they are sitting out. And this is not the first time Anna has left out expensive medication, and it bothers her that she can't trust her own memory. She wonders how much more she's going to need to sacrifice to have a baby. She's given up her body, hormones, her time, and now it seems like her mind. And she doesn't even know if she's pregnant yet. Io Preacher, 1987. This subchapter surrounds May and Io. May has convinced Io to be a surrogate for a rich couple, and the couple chose Io to be their surrogate, and May considered Io to be lucky. Though these poor women are desperate for money, so they carry babies for rich people. Now, Io's pregnancy, however, was extremely rough. She had intense cravings, awful pains, and terrible visions. She felt lucky when it left her body. Chapter 5. Anna and Dex eagerly wait to see if their eggs are viable while enjoying dinner with Dex's coworkers. Anna discovers her phone has reception issues and is unable to receive calls. And the couple share a cute code word to leave places early. Specifically, they say they pooped themselves. And it's too disgusting and embarrassing not to be true, so it works for them. It's actually a really cute moment between the two. Now, Anna goes to the ladies' room to call her best friend, Siobhan Walsh, and she checks the stalls to make sure that they are empty before calling. Now, they discuss Anna's struggle with IVF and Anna's doubts about the treatment. Anna feels that she's too old and shouldn't be doing IVF treatment. Maybe she should just let it happen naturally. Siobhan listens to Anna and gives her words of encouragement to follow what she feels is best. Now, Talia Donovan, Dex's co-worker's wife, enters the ladies' room, and she accidentally mentions Dex's wife, Addie, while talking to Anna, and she immediately apologizes for her slip. And Anna leaves the ladies' room and notices that somebody is hiding in one of the stalls with their feet up, listening to Anna's conversations with Siobhan and Talia. Chapter 6. When Anna returns to the dinner table, Dr. Hill has called. She said she has tried to call Anna for the past hour, and instead of arguing with Anna over her phone and her new flighty nature, Dex just lets it go. Dr. Hill reveals that one of the embryos is still alive and growing, and they are going to implant the embryo back into Anna. And the couple is overjoyed with happiness. And it is revealed that Anna's body is fine, and there is no reason that she shouldn't get pregnant naturally. And when they initially met Dr. Hill, she diagnosed Anna with unexpected infertility and insisted the couple start IVF right away. Just on a personal note, I do want to say that it's funny they didn't look to Dex, that they only looked to Anna. So as Anna is laying in bed looking at her calendar, she literally sees her appointment change from 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. And Anna knows without a doubt her appointment is 11 a.m. And she sees the time change in front of her eyes. it suddenly hits her that somebody could actually be logging into her computer calendar and changing it. Now, Anna is popular. She does have a little troll called Number One Crush, and I have to say this person must be a garbage fan. And the person trolls Anna relentlessly. She even finds her via the pictures that she posts online, and she even posted pictures publicly of Anna's house online. Anna reveals that her online calendar is basically a diary of her life, complete with her passwords and her usernames. Huge red flag. And she puts it together that this person could be stalking her using her own calendar and could be the one changing the appointment times, making her miss all the appointments. So Anna opens up the internet and starts doing her own little detective work online. And she finds a post on Tumblr with a picture of her standing outside of the Riverside Clinic. Their logo is clear on the glass door on the thread. And the person who posted the photo was somebody called Preacher_Pics. And Anna remembers the woman, Miss Preacher, taking her photo outside of the clinic that day. And Anna clicks on the profile and sees that the woman's name is I.O. Preacher. The profile shows strange rants about the occult, Satan, godless teenagers, and the media. And on the thread, Number One Crush comments that Anna should not be having a baby. She's too old, the kid is in danger, Anna's a snake, so the baby will be born a snake. And I have to say that was one thing really quickly on a personal note that made me laugh, because Number One Crush is obviously a non-Taylor stan. And please don't rage, because it is not me, it is Number One Crush. Take your rage out on her. And basically, Number One Crush also posts that the baby would be better off not being born. Anna wants to tell Dex about this, but sees that he's very overwhelmed by work, so decides to tell him at a later time. And after this, Anna wises up and she changes all of her passwords to everything. Her phone, her computer, her online calendar, literally everything. And the next morning, she goes as far as to change the time of her appointment to be safe, and sets the appointment for the next day at 10 a.m. and switches to Post-its to her reminders and be her calendar. Chapter 7. Anna undergoes the embryo implantation. It will take 2 weeks for them to find out if she's pregnant. Now, the night of the implantation, Dex goes to pick up the dogs from doggy daycare while Anna lays down in bed. She hears Dex come into the bedroom and feels him lay down beside her. He rubs her belly and mutters the word baby. But she realizes it's not her husband. Anna jolts up and sees a woman dressed in black. She can't see her face, only her demure figure. Anna indicates that there's something familiar about the shape of the woman's face and the way she tilted her head to one side, like a bird. The woman's breath reeked of cigarettes, and Anna and the woman stood there, just staring at each other. Anna then grabbed a statue and threw it at the woman, but the woman was gone. Chapter 8. As Anna waits for the cops to arrive, she wonders what happened to Dex. He had been gone over an hour to get the dogs and should have returned home. A female police officer arrives, and she listens to Anna and goes inside to search the house. The officer mentions Anna throwing the statue at the woman was technically a crime, considered assault. I mean, it's like the cop didn't care about the intruder, only the fact that Anna threw the statue at the woman. And the only item missing from the house is the picture that Anna took of the baby in the petri dish before it was implanted in her. She had placed it in a picture frame on the nightstand. Anna comes up with 3 suspects at this point. The first one is I.O. Preacher. The second one is Leon, an old dog walker that she had to fire for taking her dog. And Ellie, her neighbor from 6 years ago who became obsessed with her. Now, unfortunately, Anna does not tell the police of the woman watching her, and she feels like, she's going to sound like an egotistical diva if she told them about the woman following her. So she doesn't mention it. Later, Anna and Dex change the locks and get a new alarm system in their house. They keep their dogs at home at all times. However, Anna can't sleep in her bed and does not feel comfortable in her own house. She continually smells the woman and the cigarettes in her own bed. But 2 weeks later, they find out they are pregnant. Rayna Perkins, 2018. Rayna Perkins is a medical student that studied gynecology at Columbia University. She's a feminist that loves to protest. And while attending a protest, she is accosted by a woman who says that she has been looking for healers like her. Chapter 9. This chapter takes place 2 months later. At this point, Anna is rarely out in public and living in seclusion. She stopped posting on all social media platforms and attending interviews. Only closest friends and family know she's pregnant. Miss Preacher is still posting weird stuff about how to spot devil worshippers in plain sight on her Tumblr account. Number One Crush still trolls social media, posting that Anna is dangerous. And I love this little section that Anna indicates that the troll thinks that they are only trying to protect other people from Anna, which is such a twisted way to see things. The break-in was enough to scare Anna and Dex to leave their home and temporarily relocate to Southampton and Talia and Keegan Donovan's estate. Anna hired a personal security guard named Kamal to protect her at all times. And while Anna practices prenatal yoga with some other women, she has a sudden and sharp pain in her lower back. And when blood emerges from between her legs, Anna is absolutely terrified. In the book, she states, "This is when everything begins." Chapter 10. Anna and Dex rush to the hospital. And while at the hospital, Anna is given an ultrasound by a technician named Meg, but she's not given the results. Tragically, after the ultrasound, Anna loses the baby alone in the bathroom of the hospital. Chapter 11. The emergency room doctor, Dr. Crawford, confirms Anna had a miscarriage. When Anna asks if she caused the miscarriage, the doctor refuses to answer. He states that most doctors don't know why miscarriages happen. It could be some kind of abnormality. And Anna finds out that the baby was a girl, but the doctor seems to be addressing Dex rather than her. And in the midst of their conversation, the doctor explains that Anna needs an ultrasound. But Anna and Dex explain that she just had one. And it turns out there is no one named Meg working at the hospital, and there was only one ultrasound tech on staff that night, and it was not the woman that examined Anna. Now, hospital security footage found one lone image of a woman with dark hair darting through the hallways, but the picture was sadly too blurry to make out anything other than the red lipstick on the pale skin. Sadly, Anna blames herself over the miscarriage and the stalker because she believes that she was the one who made the choice to be famous and in the spotlight. She's the one who put herself out there, so it's her fault that she is being stalked. Now, after they get home from the hospital, Anna and Dex discuss whether to have a baby again right away or not. Now, Anna does not want to have another baby so soon. However, Dex does. He makes it seem as if he's the one getting the injections, losing the baby, bleeding, creating life in his body. He simply doesn't understand the sacrifice that it takes to make a baby, carry it to a safe term, and give birth to it. Anna reaches out to Siobhan and tells her that she's feeling desperate. She tells her about the miscarriage and that she would do anything to have her baby back. And she asks Siobhan to please come to Southampton. And Siobhan says that she will leave immediately. Now that night, Anna has a drink of bourbon and goes down to the basement to check out Talia's sentimental baby items. And she continually worries about how Meg got into the hospital and into her room. And what had she done to Anna? What had she done to the baby? And in the basement, she realizes she's drunk and tired. And suddenly, she feels something move inside of her stomach. And the book describes it like something is waking up. Abigail Rowe, 1978. Abigail is having a baby right now. Unfortunately, most of the help and the doctor think it's a hysterical pregnancy. Elizabeth, the maid, knows otherwise. Sadly, Abigail couldn't conceive a baby and begged Elizabeth for help. Elizabeth knew a woman from the village where her family lived, and this woman was a miracle worker. She helped many people have babies and was more than a midwife. Abigail goes to this woman and drinks a concoction that will guarantee her pregnancy. Abigail, though, is a spoiled brat, and she gets pregnant but won't acknowledge the spiritual help that she sought. The one hitch is that the midwife needed to be present in the room when Abigail gave birth, though Abigail doesn't follow through with this request and gives birth to a monster. Chapter 12. In the basement, the movement in Anna's stomach stops, but Anna is surprised by the arrival of Talia, who's in the bathroom downstairs giving herself an IVF injection. Anna offers, to help her, and she tells Talia that she lost the baby and about the technician who gave her the ultrasound. And before Talia returns to the city, she informs Anna that her publicist Emily is in trouble at work, and all of Emily's clients are being given to bigger guys, which Anna had no idea about. Anna calls Siobhan to apologize for being in such a terrible state the previous night, but Siobhan's daughter informs Anna that Siobhan got horribly sick right after Anna called and is in a medically induced coma. Now, trying to deal with her emotions, Anna goes for a jog on the beach and finds a Barbie-like action figure of herself when she played the character Summer Days as a teenager. And guys, these dolls are very hard to find. Not many of them were sold. So the doll was naked with a red X drawn on its belly. Chapter 13. At this point, Anna has nothing else to lose. She gets an idea to confront her stalker. So she opens up her phone and makes a new appointment in her online calendar, titling it, "Why Are You Doing This to Me?" Later, when Anna tells Dex about the doll, he refuses to think it's anything sinister. The police are called, and they do find a shoe print left at their house. The shoe print was from a Converse sneaker, either a men's size 8 or a woman's size 10. That's a woman with a big foot or a man with a small foot. So weird. The police tell Anna that they talked to EO Preacher and that they don't believe that she is the one stalking Anna. And at this point, Dex really doesn't believe his wife, but Kamal definitely agrees that something is wrong. Anna did not have any of the dolls, and they were made over 15 years ago. And she makes a comment that Emily saw one of the dolls in the warehouse when she was working as an intern at Warner Brothers. So the officers promise they can do what they can to get the evidence from the doll, but they don't promise anything. Kamal suggests increasing security and getting burner phones so they can't be traced. And in this chapter, there's more of a sense that Dex does not believe Anna based on the fact that he repeatedly tells her that he won't let this woman hurt her, not realizing this woman is already hurting Anna. Now, after some research, Anna discovers that someone could have easily slipped her 2 pills within 24 hours to end her pregnancy. Yet the thought seems unlikely to her that anyone would have been able to complete such a feat. However, there is no way to test her for the drug, so she'll never be able to know if she was drugged or not. Now, Anna is not focused on work or schedules. She reschedules an appointment with Emily, and eerily, when she's talking to Emily to reschedule that appointment, Emily mentions to Anna that she knows that Anna's at a private beach. Yet, Anna never told Emily that her address was at the beach. Chapter 14. Anna discovers Talia and Keegan's beach house completely open on Google Earth, so the entire estate can be seen by anyone. This is when Anna becomes suspicious of Emily. Now, Anna goes to visit Siobhan in the hospital, and Gracie tells Anna that she found the words "Call Olympia" on a piece of paper with the phone number. It was next to her mom's cell phone, so she assumes it must be for Anna. And Anna is deeply touched, thinking that it might have been one of the last things Siobhan did, and that was to help Anna. Now, a blizzard passes over the town, and when Dex goes to the grocery store, Anna finds a picture of Dex and his ex-wife and Talia in Talia's vanity dresser. Talia is pointing or waving to somebody off in the distance, but Dex and his wife look deeply in love. Anna wonders what would happen to her if she can't conceive a child. Will she be possibly tossed aside like Addie? Anna feels that both of them deserve better. And in the shower, Anna feels her belly move. And when she sees her actual stomach move, she is convinced that whatever the woman, Meg, did to her didn't work and the baby is still alive. Judy Marshall, 1957. Judy is a 40-year-old wife to a police officer and a mother of 4 children. She has just discovered that she is pregnant. Again. Judy tells her friend that she is desperate. And she quickly tells her friend to be quiet because someone might hear you. And she says there are people who will take the baby from her. And later that night, Judy hears footsteps in the attic. Her husband goes to check, but finds nothing up there. Later, Judy confronts the person upstairs in the attic. It was a woman with broad shoulders and dark hair. And she tells Judy she is there to help her because she heard she was desperate. Chapter 15. Anna knows that something is moving inside of her, and that means the baby is still alive. But she doesn't want to get her hopes up until she gets more information. So Anna calls Dr. Crawford to tell him that she felt movement. She asks if maybe he could have made a mistake, but he assures her no mistake was made, and maybe she could be feeling symptoms of pregnancy based on the hormones that are still left in her body. But Anna insists that she is feeling the baby move. Now, the doctor tries to sympathize with Anna, but explains that grief is incredibly powerful and can persuade her own mind to believe that she is still pregnant. Now, at this point, Anna wants a second opinion, so she calls Dr. Hill, who assures her that there's no way a miscarriage can be misdiagnosed. So she recommends that Anna come in 1 week for an ultrasound just to see what's going on. Anna tells Dex what happened, and he's very supportive, which is shocking. Anna, though, is going through turmoil. She truly believes that she has lost her baby. And this poor woman is tormented between hope of it being alive and a terrible grieving loss of losing it. It's just, this chapter was so mind-boggling. Now, Anna opens her online calendar and sees a reply to the calendar post that she originally created. The person responded, "I want to warn you, they did something to your baby." Chapter 16. So Anna replies, "Did someone kill my baby?" The stranger answered instantly, "Are you sure it's dead?" The person did not reply back when Anna asked them another question. But this leaves Anna wondering if maybe that Meg technician switched her lab work so that she appeared she miscarried even though she hadn't. Anna decides to find out right away if she's pregnant. So she decides to go to the local CVS to purchase a fetal heart rate monitor. And on her way to the store, Anna smells something cooking nearby and finds a dead raccoon in the pool. Oof. The smell of the dead raccoon, it sends her stomach into ecstasy with hunger. Quickly, thank goodness, she is disgusted with herself and runs to the car where Kamal is waiting for her. And at the store, the woman behind the register feels on Anna's stomach. And she actually feels the baby kicking. And she confirms this to an astonished Anna and a shocked Kamal. Chapter 17. As she leaves the drugstore, Anna gets a call from Emily indicating that she's been nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actress. Though Anna can't celebrate, she's overcome by nausea and has to leave the phone call with Emily abruptly. And when Anna steps out of the car to vomit, a seagull crashes into the side of her car and dies. Now Anna gets home and once again Dex hasn't returned from going to the grocery store. This man is always freaking missing. And Anna indicates in the book that he's been gone for over 2 hours. Now, during that time, Anna goes down to the beach and sees a mysterious woman waving at her. Anna becomes frightened and quickly flees with Kamal. Now, they return home to find that Dex has finally returned from the grocery store. And she tells him what happened on the beach, and he doesn't really believe her. Then she lifts up her shirt and presses his hand to her stomach. Incredibly, guys, he feels the baby kick. And then all of a sudden, the baby kicks so hard that Anna thinks the baby broke her rib. Chapter 18. Dex takes Anna to the hospital. However, she refuses to enter the place. This poor woman has terrible PTSD and feels about hospitals exactly the way I do. I can relate to Anna completely. Unfortunately, though, the pain is too great and Anna is admitted right into the hospital. And instead of Dr. Crawford, Dr. Hill is now there and the one treating Anna. And as Anna and Dex watch, Dr. Hill performs an ultrasound. The three of them see a little baby girl inside of Anna's stomach. Yay! Lucy Washington, 2007. Lucy is a young woman with a small daughter, and the chapter surrounds a woman named Josie taking Lucy out to hide some homemade dolls for protection and ease the pain of Lucy's pregnancy. Lucy's partner Aaron was supposed to be the one carrying their child, but is considered too old. Therefore, it fell on Lucy to carry their baby again. And Lucy's first pregnancy revealed that she had a bunch of scar tissue, adhesions, and stuff, and an inflamed bladder. So she required major surgery. And unfortunately, the doctors did not listen to Lucy when she told them she has a low tolerance for anesthesia, and she experienced the entire surgery. Oh, she felt every single moment of it. Oh. So when Josie came along offering like this easy way during her second pregnancy, Lucy jumped all over that, guys. Lucy was all for it. And everything was working great for Lucy until things got a little strange. Chapter 19. Dr. Hill theorizes that Anna had something called the Vanishing twin syndrome, where she was pregnant with multiple fetuses at once, and the one she miscarried was the twin that didn't survive. Though Anna has some serious doubts about this whole vanishing twin thing. It just didn't make sense. Though they are elated that they are still pregnant and ready to jump into this pregnancy with both feet, especially Anna. And on the way home from the hospital, Anna receives an update to the appointment thread in her calendar. And the person replied, "You can't trust them. You can't trust anyone." Chapter 20. Anna finally shows Dex and Kamal the messages that she's been leaving with someone on her online calendar. They narrowed down the suspect to somebody who knew that they were just in the hospital. Now, Dex tells Anna that the only person who really knew about it was Emily. And he tells Anna that Emily kept calling her cell phone while they were in the hospital, so he answered the call. Dex even went so far as to tell Emily that their baby is alive. And this is when Kamal reinforces Emily's possible involvement. Basically, Anna is now Emily's only client, and she won't move from New York to Los Angeles per Emily's suggestion. Both Kamal and Anna believe Emily could be doing this to get Anna to LA so Emily's career doesn't completely go under. And Kamal theorizes when Anna didn't leave and go to LA after the break-in that Emily just stepped up her game. She did something to make Anna think she lost the baby. But while Anna and Kamal are connecting the dots, Dex is on nobody's side but his own. He finds doubt everywhere. And Kamal asks who else they told about the baby. Dex confirms that he only told Emily and Talia. So moving along. In this chapter, 3 weeks have passed since they found out that the baby is alive. Now, acting on Kamal's advice, Anna fires Emily and everything stops. And I still have to say, I do feel bad for Emily. Like, what if she's not the one doing this? Anyway, after she fires Emily, everything stops. No more messages, stalking, meds being left out, just nothing. Also, Dex starts bringing Anna these kale smoothies for every meal that has this chalky undertaste. And Anna is so nauseous that the only things she can eat are these little butter cookies that Talia has been sending her. So one day, Anna and Dex are hearing noises coming from the 3rd floor, which I guess is the attic. Anna has been hearing what sounds like somebody's like trying to muffle their footsteps while they're walking across the floor upstairs. But Dex goes upstairs to check everything out and doesn't find a thing, of course. And then he asks Anna which PR firm sent those little buttered cookies because he loves them too. And she tells him that they're not from a PR firm, they're from Talia, and that's when he corrects her. The cookies have actually been delivered from Emily from some PR firm. And Anna begs him to throw the cookies out, thinking that the cookies might have been tainted. Perhaps it was Emily's one last jab at Anna before she left her job. Now, while in Talia's bathroom, Anna sees a picture again of Talia, Dex, and Addie, the one that she saw before, and Talia again is waving at somebody that the camera didn't capture. Anna accidentally drops the picture, though, sadly, and sees, after the picture drops, that it was folded in half. So she unfolds the picture and sees Talia waving to the person Meg, the woman from the hospital who gave Anna the fake ultrasound. And it seems like Meg was like purposely bent out of the photo so nobody would see her. A chill goes up Anna's spine as she wonders if Talia is in on the conspiracy against her. And this moment is right when Anna's hair starts to fall out. The ends of the strands are bloody, like they were actually like yanked out. Chapter 21. While Dex is comforting Anna over her hair, she shows him the picture of Talia and Meg. Now, he doesn't believe it's the same Meg as who showed up in the hospital, but he does agree to ask Talia about it, after he speaks to the doctor concerning her hair. Anna has a good point in this chapter. Dex sees his alleged friend Talia waving at the woman who took advantage of his wife and baby when they were the most vulnerable, and he's not even taking it seriously. Instead, he just gets annoyed and only cares that Anna stays calm and not upset the baby. Now, the next night, Dex tells Anna that he did confront Talia about the woman in the picture. Talia says that she met the woman at a fertility testing place in the city a few years ago when Talia thought about freezing her eggs. The woman's name is Margaret, but Talia didn't know her last name. Anna points out that Meg is a nickname for Margaret, and Dex retorts that it's a nickname for Megan and so many other people with the name starting with M. He refuses to see the situation as anything else other than nothing. He fully believes Talia is telling the truth, where Anna questions him if Talia is actually being truthful. And this causes a disagreement between the two, and it sends Dex out of the room and into his office. Anna goes to the bed where she continually hears the creaking up above her. And finally, at 3 a.m., she just can't take it any longer, so she goes upstairs to see what's up there. At first, she finds nothing. Then she sees one of her summer day action figures resting on top of a dresser. Once again, the doll was naked, but it didn't have a red X on its belly. Instead, all of its hair had been pulled out. On a personal note, guys, I am so getting Coven vibes right now and thinking that somebody is using the action figure as some kind of voodoo doll on her, like making these things happen. Whew, it's so creepy. Chapter 22. This is when Anna's suspicion shifts to Talia. Talia knows that Anna's pregnant, has access to the house, knows all of the housekeepers, and has a conveniently empty house right next door to them. Anna thinks it's the perfect place to hide and watch them. And one night, while Anna is staring at the dead raccoon with her mouth salivating, Detective Woods calls, and he tells her that he found the person number one crush. And it turns out the troll is just a 17-year-old girl living in Pennsylvania named Amelia Davies. The young woman basically admitted to Detective Wood that she's the troll, and that's it. She tells him that her and her friends troll celebrities online because it's a game to them. But they stay online. They never go to the celebrity's house. Detective Woods did discover that there was a break-in at the Warner Brothers warehouse a few months ago where they store the Last Summer Day action figures. The workers couldn't say for sure what was taken, but they sent the security footage of the night of the break-in to the detective. He said he felt very comfortable through preliminary ID that it was the same woman who gave Anna the ultrasound. Anna tells him about Emily and Talia, and he promises to check both of them out. And the chapter ends with Anna having a nightmare of eating the raccoon. She wakes up inside the pool, and when she realizes that all of it was a nightmare and she didn't actually eat the raccoon, she becomes disappointed. Chapter 23. As Anna sneaks back inside the house after waking in the empty pool, she wonders why she didn't trip any alarms or motion sensors as she left. And how did she get past Kamal, who carries a gun? But once back in her bedroom, Anna sees the same woman stalking her outside of the window. Once again, Anna comments that there is something that she recognizes about the way that the woman tilts her head to the side like a bird. Suddenly, Kamal bursts into the room to tell Anna that someone tripped the motion sensors. She informs him that she saw the woman right out of her window, and he tells her to lock herself in the bathroom while he checks it out, but instead Anna decides to go upstairs to find Dex. And once she leaves the bathroom, she does find him. Now, Kamal does not find the woman, nor does the police when they arrive later. And the chapter ends with the police and Dex patronizing Anna, insisting that they believe her when they obviously don't. Viviana Torres, 1978. It's 1978 and poor Viv is pregnant. Her parents are strict and deeply religious, so Vivian wants to end her pregnancy. And one of her friends, Sophia, tells her that her great aunt is this famous bruja and can take care of her problem. So 2 months later, after Viv and Sophia completed the ritual, Viv felt the baby move. And she started craving raw meat, and she ingested the neighbor's dog. She gained a bunch of weight around her stomach. Well, no wonder. I guess the dog can add some weight to you. And when Sophie called her great aunt to ask her, what did I do wrong? The aunt advised Sophie to keep Viv inside and don't go to a doctor. Red flag. Viv starts to see things, and when the shape of the baby's hand presses up against her stomach, the hand does not appear human. Chapter 24. While taking an online yoga class, Anna feels something in her throat. She coughs and coughs until she finally gets it up. She spits the object into her hand and sees a tiny, inhuman tooth. Chapter 25. Anna looks at the tooth, but it disappears from her hand. The imprint of the tooth left behind is the only evidence. While taking a bath, the baby pokes at Anna from inside, using what she describes as Italian. In an absolute brutal description by the author, the baby scrapes its way out of Anna. Oh my gosh, but don't worry, guys, don't worry. It's all a vision. When the vision's over, the baby is still inside her stomach and the talon is totally gone. And Anna forces herself to believe that she's fine, everything's fine, and nothing happened. Chapter 26. Anna is beginning to doubt her own sanity again as all of these events compile on top of her. As she leaves the bathroom, she sees Meg standing in the doorway holding one of her action figures with a blindfold over the doll's eyes. Anna becomes so frightened, and she stands up too quickly, sadly. She jams her shoulder into the edge of the countertop, and it forces her down, slamming her knees into the hard tile. And when Anna looks up after the pain passes, Meg is gone, and Dex is there to comfort her. He never saw Meg, and there is no trace of the woman left behind. Betty Anderson, 1833. Frances and Betty are good friends, and Betty had a baby over 6 weeks ago. Dr. Weir Mitchell suggested a rest cure, which meant absolute bed rest for weeks. And it had been 6 weeks already, and Frances refused to prolong one more visit to Betty. When Frances goes to her house and sees Betty, she is screaming to Frances that they took her baby just like Frances told her they would. Chapter 27. Anna feels utterly controlled by the people supposed to keep her healthy. Her doctor, her husband, and her friends. The doctor orders Anna on bed rest, which causes her to miss the Academy Awards. But it's alright because she doesn't win. Anna decides to take a break from work and social media to rest her body. Dex moves out of their bedroom so that Anna won't be disturbed while sleeping. However, she knows that he's up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And one time she even heard him talking to someone, but he denied it when she confronted him. Anna is now completely isolated in her bedroom in pure darkness. She constantly craves meat. She's so close to her due date that she convinces herself to just hang in there for 4 more weeks and she will finally have her baby. One day, Anna gets a notification that Io posted a new video. The thumbnail was a picture of the woman Meg. The title of the video was titled, "Is This the Face of a Witch?" Anna instantly clicks on the video. Io's voiceover indicates that the photographs were taken the first week of May 2002 at the New Hope Fertility Clinic in Forest Hills, Queens. The woman didn't have an appointment, so why was she there? One of the pictures gave a clear showing of the woman's face, and it absolutely was the woman who gave Anna the awful ultrasound. The video continues to say a pregnant woman who has been treated at the same clinic was admitted into the emergency room complaining of intense pain and hallucinations. Io says that this is not a coincidence, and longtime followers of her channel know she believes there's a satanic cult operating in North America and the UK. The photograph of Meg is the closest she's come to finding one of these witches/members of the cult. Her research also indicates that they've been able to trace members of the cult to New York, LA, and London. Anna's mind, guys. Oh my God. Anna immediately realizes that Talia lives in New York, Emily lives in LA, and Addie lives in London. Chills. Oh my God. I got chills. Total chills. The woman continues to accuse doctors, nurses, and all types of men and women of selling information on pregnant people in exchange for protection from the cults or money. Io has spent all of her time tracking these people down. Despite her ramblings, Anna feels that she might get some useful information out of this woman. So she messages Io via email asking if they can meet privately. Chapter 28. Little warning in case you want to skip past this chapter. It's a little gross. That night, Anna starts eyeing one of the 3 family dogs as a tasty little snack. And she decides not to and defeat her craving in the kitchen instead. And it's when she sees raw lamb chops on a cutting board in the fridge that it drives the baby crazy with hungry ecstasy. And she eats the lamb chops as a stray cat comes up to the house. Anna tricks it over with the lamb chop, snatches the cat up, and devours the entire animal. Chapter 29. When Anna wakes up, her legs are covered with this thick red rash. And instead of helping her, Dex accuses her of using a product that caused an allergic reaction on her legs. She swears she didn't, but Dex doesn't believe her. And in protest, Anna locks herself in the bathroom. Oh, a little trigger warning here too, guys. Anna cuts herself. She cuts her skin to make sure that she is actually underneath all of that red rash. And then Dex breaks into the room and gasps at what she's done to herself. Dex insists on calling Dr. Hill, but without Anna present, forcing her to stay in the bedroom while he goes out to make the call. That did not make sense whatsoever. Anyway, outside the bedroom window, Anna sees the cat that approached her house the previous night. Whew, so we can all shake our heads with relief. The cat is actually alive, meaning all of that was just a hallucination. Chapter 30. Anna sneaks out of the house to meet up with Io, who replied to her message. She discovered that Io was pregnant 40 years ago and had the exact same symptoms as Anna. Io tells Anna that she was 20 years old and broke, and her friend suggested Io be a surrogate to make some money. So she said, why not? Unfortunately, though, the pregnancy was hell for her. She had the strange cravings, scary hallucinations, and a thick red rash all over her arms. Then she had the baby and never saw it. She made the doctor take it away. And Io reveals the doctor who cared for her was Dr. Carla Hill. Chapter 31. Woo! This chapter was a bombshell. Are you guys strapped into your seats? Because if you're not, you should take a scarf, a belt, or an ashtray, something, and just restrain yourselves, okay? Here we go. Io tells Anna that the surrogacy was set up by Dr. Hill so that they could take the baby and give it to the cult. Io isn't sure, but she believes Dr. Hill gets something in exchange, like protection from the coven, the cult, or some kind of wealth. Io says that she has to know why they want the babies. Sacrifice? Raise them as part of the cult? Anna heads home with Kamal driving behind the wheel. Her gears are a-grinding as she realizes that there is one person at the clinic, other than Dr. Hill, who can change her schedule and mess with her appointments. So she calls the clinic and speaks to Cora, the receptionist. Anna confronts her about changing her schedule, leaving out her medications, and Cora straight up admits to everything, even taking the meds out of the fridge. She claims that she never wanted Anna to be hurt. Anna asks how Cora got into the house, and she replies that he gave her a key. Guys, this was a huge oh fuck moment when Cora admits that Dex gave her the key to the house. Are your gears grinding? Because I know Anna's were. Dex told Cora everything was over between him and Anna, and he was going to leave her after this last round of IVF failed. Cora drops the bombshell that she was having an affair with Dex. Boom! Woo! Cora also admits to being the woman who snuck into Anna's bed and put her hand on Anna's tummy and said baby. Cora says that she thought Anna was the one who left with the dogs. So when she snuck in the bed, she thought she was getting into bed with Dex. When she said baby, it was, a term of endearment for Dex. Anna finally realizes the reason her husband has disappeared for long hours without any kind of an explanation is that he was having an affair. Now, Anna is pissed, and she tells Cora that Dex won't leave Cora because Anna is pregnant, and she dropped that bombshell on her own. She tells Cora to never come near her family again, or she will kill her, and hangs up before Cora can reply. Now, Cora does try repeatedly to call Anna back, but she's smart and blocks her. Now, mind you, Anna's having this entire conversation in her car right in front of Kamal. He doesn't say anything to her. She just dismisses his service and goes inside to confront Dex. So I hope maybe the show will do something a little different for him. But at first, Dex tries to deny the affair, but suddenly, it's like he pulls a Bryce. He confesses everything. Anna puts two and two together and realizes that his first marriage didn't work out because he cheated on Addie. When Addie didn't want a baby, he cheated on her. When Anna couldn't have a baby, he cheated on her. She accuses him of having a new side piece, and he doesn't deny it. Anna is monster angry, especially at the fact that Dex let her live in fear of a stalker rather than just admit to her that he was a cheater. Dex continually proclaims his love for her, but Anna is pissed, and so is the baby. And Anna secretly wishes that the baby would just eat him. Chapter 32. Anna is now in labor and doesn't trust anyone, as she should. And rather than tell Dex, she calls Siobhan's friend, Olympia. Olympia tells her that they've been trying to reach her for months. And Anna tells her that she's in labor and asks her to come get her, which Olympia agrees to. Anna slinks outside the house when she thinks that Olympia is there, but it's not Olympia, it's Cora. Cora says that she has come to warn Anna. Cora admits to listening in on one of Dr. Hill's personal calls, and Dr. Hill gave personal information about her clients to a woman on the phone. And when this person called back, she asked for the doctor, for a specific type of woman for the doctor to look for. And the doctor offered to let this woman meet her clients as usual. So they had been doing this for a while. Cora became scared for Anna when it appeared that she had been chosen by the mysterious woman on the phone. So she changed Anna's appointment times and put her phone number in the system wrong so she couldn't get the important phone calls from the doctor. All of it in hopes that Anna would just get frustrated and move on to another doctor. She didn't know Anna was actually pregnant until she saw that picture on her nightstand. But then she thought Anna lost the baby, which she didn't. Cora says Dr. Hill is supposed to find somebody desperate. Somebody so desperate they won't terminate their own pregnancy, no matter what. And they found that in Anna. And Cora begs Anna to get rid of the baby now because it is a monster. Alice Parsons, 1648. Alice's friend Margaret has been tried as a witch. She has a red stain in the shape of a tiny handprint under her chin, a sign of being a witch. Margaret helped Alice become pregnant. Then her hair and fingernails fell off, and she craved raw flesh. Dolls were placed around her house made of corn husks. Alice felt that Margaret did something to her baby. Chapter 33. Anna is still in labor. She accepts Dex and Cora's help in getting to the hospital. But before she gets into the car, she sees another summer day action figure in the driveway with its mouth painted red. Chapter 34. Cora is left behind while Anna and Dex race to the hospital. And Olympia just never shows up, so I guess it took her a really long time. On the way, Anna is bleeding and Dex tries to help her clean it up. She's still really mad at him and refuses his help. And he has the nerve to tell her that she's overreacting. He tries to calm her down and tells her to listen to him. And she's just so mad, she just suddenly attacks him, biting into the flesh that's around his wrist and fingers and taking off his wedding ring in the process. Oh, it was awesome. All the while, Anna feels the need to protect her baby, no matter what it is. Chapter 35. The car crashes, leaving Anna and Dex upside down. Dex is alive but trapped. This leaves Anna to travel on foot to get help for them. Anna is slammed by contractions and can't move when Siobhan shows up. She sure came out of that coma fast, y'all. Anyway, she's wearing a blue baseball cap and tells Anna that they can't go to the hospital. Anna confronts Siobhan about messing with her pregnancy, and she tells Anna that she wasn't the only one. There were others. She says that Emily isn't part of their coven, just an ambitious young woman. Talia does know Meg. They met when they were vetting Talia for the coven, but not part of what's happening now. And from the shadows surrounding the woods, the witches surround Siobhan and Anna. And Anna recognizes them from just ordinary places in her life. The Latin woman from the beach, the black woman with the heart-shaped face, Olympia, the checker from Anna's grocery store, many women of all ages, women she's seen and some she hasn't. They surrounded both of them, and they tell her it's almost time. Chapter 36. Suddenly, Anna wakes up to paramedics placing the gurney that she was on into an ambulance. They ask her for the name of her doctor, and she tells them Dr. Crawford, not Dr. Hill. She tells them that Dex is still trapped inside the car, and they rush off to help him. Anna is rushed to the hospital while the paramedics try to save Dex. Chapter 37. Anna gives birth to a beautiful baby girl. Chapter 38. Anna is fascinated with her baby, but sees a red spot in the shape of a hand under her chin, which is exactly the same birthmark that Siobhan has. Now, Anna is informed that Dex has died, and she feels that no matter what he did to her, he didn't deserve to die. Questions still linger in Anna's mind about her daughter. Is she human? Will she be a monster? The rash is now gone, and the doctors tried to assure her everything will be fine. Dex's hand was injured in the accident. No big deal. Everything is fine. Siobhan also died while the baby was being born, and Anna discovers that she gave birth in the same hospital where Siobhan died. After Anna gives birth, Olympia visits Anna and the baby in the hospital and brings a present. She realizes Anna's starting to remember what happened, and she offers to give her something to forget, but Anna only wants answers. So it seems that Siobhan wanted to help Anna conceive so much that she went to Olympia and asked her to cast a spell so Anna could get pregnant. They do not worship the devil. They only cast spells for women who need help. She authorized Meg to visit Anna in the hospital before she miscarried to see if there was a way that maybe they could save the baby. But sadly, the baby had already passed, and that's why Meg just left. Then Anna called Siobhan to talk about the miscarriage, and Anna asked Siobhan if she could get the baby back for her. And this broke her heart so badly that she called her coven. They don't do spells like this for anyone except their coven members, but they didn't have time to check Anna out first. Instead, they just performed the spell right after Anna's miscarriage, and the price Siobhan had to pay was her life. Olympia says they put the dolls around the house as a form of protection, sent the cookies with special herbs to make Anna's stomach feel better, and they've been checking out Talia to join their coven for quite some time. Aya was never asked to join because of her extreme beliefs. They do pay Dr. Hill for information for women who need their help, but they've never asked Dr. Hill to join their coven, which, so sad. Poor Dr. Hill can't be part of the cool crowd. Siobhan makes a good point that the doctors never listened to Anna and her concerns for the baby. Anna asks Siobhan if her daughter's going to be okay, and Olympia offers again to make Anna forget, and Anna refuses. She wants to know what her daughter is. Olympia opens the memory in Anna's mind, and she remembers the night fully. Siobhan tells Anna that she can live again through the body of her baby as long as Anna gives her permission. The child will be the same, but with Siobhan's memories and past. I wonder if that's like Audrey Rose? Huh? Maybe? They offered to help Talia get pregnant in exchange for allowing one of their members into her child. Yet Anna miscarried first, and the women of the coven wanted to help Anna dearly. If Anna refuses this, Siobhan will die and the baby will be normal, but the coven can't promise that there won't be side effects on the baby due to the fact that magic is not able to resurrect people, so the baby could be off. No promises. Anna wants to ask Siobhan why she simply just didn't say no to her, but she doesn't ask because she knows Siobhan would have done anything to give Anna a baby. Siobhan uses the fact that the medical doctors failed Anna where she will not. Anna and the baby will have a village of women helping them and become a part of a true coven/sisterhood. Lena Kane, many, many years later. Lena is attending an infertility support group in the basement of a church in Brooklyn Heights. Lena is desperate to conceive, critical of the whole group until she sees Anna Alcott. And we discover that Anna did win an Academy Award eventually and is now an icon, guys. She is a goat. Welcome to the club. Anna has a daughter, Siobhan Alcott, a now famous actress as well. Anna says that she's there to make a film and offers Lena a butter cookie. The book ends with Anna insinuating the start of their lifelong friendship. Nice pun. And Lena joining the coven. So in conclusion, with Anna and Siobhan Alcott leading the coven, it becomes evident that they have built a strong community of women who support each other, share their experiences, and offer aid through special abilities. The story ends on a hopeful note, suggesting that Lena might find the answers and assistance she seeks in her journey towards conceiving. The book leaves the reader with a sense of intrigue and wonder about the magical world these women inhabit and the bonds they form as they navigate the challenges of fertility and motherhood together. Now that is all of the chapters, subchapters, and important characters and moments from the book. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the book and how it will relate to AHS Delicate in the comments. And as usual, I will pick my favorite and highly liked comments to include in my videos. So don't be shy, guys. Let your brilliance shine out. And please comment the word The Sentinel if you've made it through this entire long video. And of course, I will be having my own personal book review of this book coming out and my own personal theory of how the book will relate to AHS Delicate in a separate video. Until we meet again, thank you all so much for watching and beware of sexy scathach.